Hey guys, JT here with I guess some of my final thoughts and just a quick review on the Arrma Outcast. This is the 4S BLX truck. Arrma released this a couple months ago, and the truck has been driven a lot. I did get it cleaned up and stuff like that, but I'll say right off the bat, I like the truck. I really, really do. I know that people have stated they've had issues with the slipper clutch and stuff, and this one or the Creighton model. But I had a slight issue where with the Creighton where I had to tighten the slipper clutch up, and I only tightened it up once, and I haven't had any issues since then. With this Outcast, I did have one part come off the left wheel when I was driving it. It actually just completely came off, and that was just making an adjustment to the inside screw that actually holds the drive shafts together with part of just this whole drive shaft part here. But basically, long story short, that's the only issue that I had. I put a little Loctite on there, ran it again, and no other problems. Now, a couple things that I did do, you guys kind of see that I have like two body clips attached to the body on one side. The body clips that they give with this truck are a little thick, and it was kind of difficult to get these in and out, and I actually ended up tearing one of these off. I was pulling at the pin here, and as I pulled it too hard, and it's kind of snapped out. So I did put two smaller body pins, you guys see there, in here, and I should have did that from the very beginning when I knew they were a little tight, but I have two more that I ordered that are going to be coming in soon, these rubber straps that attach to the body. So that was the one modification that I made, and the one thing I think you guys should look at modifying. It's going to cost you what, $1 or $2 for some body clips or thinner body clips for this. So you guys see that this truck has been run a lot. Even with the wheelies, as the back of the spoiler is kind of worn off and stuff like that as well. So looking at the inside of it, didn't have any problems, like I said, anything with any of the drivetrain or anything other than that one tire and wheel kind of coming off. They do include the EC5 connectors on here. You guys see I have a looper. This looper does not come with this. So if you get this car kit or you get this truck, you will have to run two lipos or buy a looper to run a 3S or a 4S on it, however you want to go about doing it. And they may have done that to save cost. I'm not sure. It's kind of unusual to get a kit where it uses two of these and then you don't really get a looper for it with a 10 scale like this. So the system has been redesigned, or it's not the same what comes in the 3S BLX, of course. It's a 120 amp speed controller and a 2400 kV motor. And you guys also see that Arrma also added a fan to the heat sink that goes on top of the motor, which helps keep temperatures and stuff down. The drivetrain and stuff is going to be the same, except for it comes with a metal spur gear, which is good, but it's still the same two size 57 as the 3S BLX series. So they just kind of beefed it up a little bit more. And of course, differences with this is going to be it also has this chassis brace here as well, and the A-arms and stuff are a little bit longer. Drive shafts are a lot beefier. You guys can see how dirty it is now. Drive shafts are a lot beefier and stuff, and of course they changed out the shocks. These shocks are big bore shocks, and they are bigger than what comes on the 3S model. Now, these shocks can fit on the 3S model if you guys are wanting to get bigger and beefier shocks, because this platform is basically a granite BLX, or just basically built on the granite platform. They just extended out the A-arms and stuff. And I didn't think that was possible, but they did it. So another thing that I did change that I personally didn't like too much was the radio. I don't even have the radio. I think a friend or something's got the radio now. So I did change back over to the Tactic radio. For some reason, that Spectrum radio it wasn't responsive to me, or wasn't responsive quick enough. It just didn't feel right when I drove the truck. And after I changed the radio out, I was able to drive the truck a little bit better. So it may have just kind of been my preference. I'm not sure, but I've changed that radio out on all my new Arrma models. This one on the Creighton one, on the Outcast, on the Typhon and all that. I've changed it out to either a Tactic radio, or I put the DX2E radio in there. So not sure if that's something that they'll think about changing in the future, but that's also something you guys should think about if you have this truck and you're driving, like it just feels, I don't know, I can't really pinpoint what it is, but I just wasn't too fond of the radio with it. I think they should either stick to the Tactic radio, get a contract with them. I'm not sure what's going on all with that, but I think that they should look at a better radio for these models, and then also for the 6S models as well. So as far as tires and wheels go, the tires and wheels are a little bit smaller than the 8 scale Outcast, but these perform well. You guys see that I've run it on street and everywhere else, and they've held up. And we did bash the heck out this at the Horizon Fest, and not one part broke, not an A-arm or anything. So had a friend running this, and he really ran it a lot. He liked it so much, he said in his personal preference, he liked this more than the 6S. I was laughing about that. But anyway, guys, that is some of my just final thoughts on this. This truck is a keeper. This is going in my top 3 or 4 10 scale monsters. I really like driving this thing. I like the size of it. I just like the way it looks. I mean, it just looks mean and stuff. And it's just something I can kind of take out and just run and really enjoy it. So anyway, guys, you guys will probably see more videos on this, because I do have some conversions coming up for this and some stuff I'm going to do with this. So stay tuned for those. And also, if you have one of these, put down below what you've done, so if you've done any modifications to it, or maybe even if you had any issues with it, because if I can't answer it in the comments, somebody will see it and probably help you answer it as well. So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.